Hello, and welcome to this overview of my past 6 months running a BookTube channel. I'm Olivia, and I've been attempting to be your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, but let's see how successful that has actually been. So, why did I start a YouTube channel? I'm very much a binge reader, and when I get started doing something, I go all in. With all of my bookish knowledge and reviews, I wanted to expand to more than just Instagram and TikTok. So, seeing other people's success with YouTube, I decided to branch out there. I can share my love of books, expand my reach, and learn this all new format. But the thing is, I wanted to do things a little differently. Most of the YouTube advice out there, and specifically BookTube advice, involves lights, cameras, and talking directly to the screen. Well, there are a few reasons why this format isn't appealing for me. One, it's hard enough to find time to film 1 minute TikTok videos of me facing the camera with the proper lights and all the things. I sneak that in when my husband is taking my kid to school once or twice per week, and that's pretty much all I get. The other days, I'm taking myself to work. And then the rest of the day doesn't have the right quiet or light to just be sitting in front of a camera. Two, I didn't want to learn how to edit video, so that's all there is to that. Three, as a viewer, honestly, I scrub through BookTube videos a lot so that I can listen to the parts of the video about the specific books that I'm interested in. And when it's just face to camera, I don't always know where to start and stop the video. And I thought that I could appeal to viewers like me who are kind of strapped for time, want the book reviews for the books they care about, and then fast forward through the rest. So here's the template that I use for my presentation style videos. So I have the cover image, which is basically the first slide of a slideshow with little thumbnails of the book cover, the series name, the author name, etc. And then each book that I talk about has the title, the author, some general description of it, and then a really big picture of the cover of the book. So here's an actual example using the Trap Trilogy series by Tracy Ann Warren. And I knew going in that my not so common video style might be less popular than other booktubers, but I was hoping that other people would see the benefits. The slideshow style presentation follows my background in training and teaching, so it was easy for me to make and also easy for me to repurpose the same books into multiple roundups. Book titles and links are in the description box so that it's easy for you. Look, if you don't have time to watch the whole video and just want a list of books, then you can scroll down and just do that. I'm not trying to bait people into watching the whole video just to see what I say or see which books I'm going to talk about. If all you want is a list, scroll down and get it. Now, the other thing here that I really try to emphasize is that the book cover and the title is prominently displayed. Again, with my experience in teaching and giving presentations to a large crowd, I would guess that people are only half paying attention. YouTube videos are playing in the background while you're getting ready in the morning, wrangling yourself and your family through your breakfast routine, etc. I'm trying to give information in the most useful way possible. That means I'm trying my best not to accidentally hide or obscure the book title and author information, either by not showing you the cover and just talking to the camera, or by moving the book around too much for you to be able to slow down and read the cover, or covering parts of it with my hands just by holding it. So hopefully, my somewhat boring slide presentation is actually really useful. So, how did that actually work out in terms of subscribers, views, etc.? Well, slow, pretty slow. After 6 months, I've only got 136 subscribers and not all that many watch hours. But let's look at month to month. So, subscriber growth seems to have picked up in January and seems to be steady with 30-ish new subscribers per month. Clearly, nothing has caused any viral spike in subscribers. In terms of watch hours, they're steadily climbing from month to month. This may be due to just having more videos in the archive for people to watch. So, what is the content style and what's going on here? I will admit right here that my approach to creating content for this channel is rooted in marketing and small business knowledge. While it's all well and good to just get on the internet and talk about stuff I love, my goal here is to make at least some return on my investment of time and resources. All of my videos can basically be split into evergreen and timely content. And at first, I prioritized making evergreen content. Evergreen content means that it stays relevant for many days, weeks, months, and years to come. With the fleeting nature of social media, I figured that YouTube videos would have a longer shelf life. My version of evergreen content is series reviews in trope roundups. Since I'm a huge binge reader of romance novels and I always read series in order, it made the most sense for me to organize the videos that way. That's how I read them. Maybe you read them that way. It was a way for me to put together, like, if I read the Last Chance Scoundrel series in a week, then I could just make that video really soon after I finished reading the books. The other type of evergreen content is the trope roundup. So this example here is a social class difference where the guy outranks the lady of the story. Usually I pick like 6 or 12 books that fit into this category. Also trying to multi-purpose here where I put together a collage for my Instagram page that has like 6 books or 3 books within one collage. So if I go in multiples of 3s or 6s, it'll be easy for me to make a trope carousel or roundup for my Instagram page as well. Timely content videos are related to the specific date and time when they're released. These videos are time sensitive, which will probably entice viewers to watch them pretty soon after being published, but they have a limited degree of longevity once that time frame is over. For this category, I post my monthly favorites of 5 of the best books that I read that month, new releases from that month, and a roundup of interesting spoilers that I read, things that I kind of didn't see coming. Those are actually pretty short videos and don't get that many views, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So, the thing about being a somewhat analytic, nerdy school teacher is that what I think is orderly and useful might not actually be what draws people's attention. Going to my channel and sorting my popular videos, these are the videos at the top of the pile. New releases, favorites, and trope roundups tend to get the most views. Now, new releases, I do get advanced copies from NetGalley and publishers, so I have access to the books before they're published. As long as I keep up to date with reading them in time, I'll be able to keep up with posting new release videos somewhere around the middle of each month. Also, since I read so many books per month, a monthly wrap up isn't something I'm interested in putting together, but I can definitely tell you my top 5 favorite reads each month, and those tend to get a lot of views as well. Trope roundups are actually the toughest for me to make. I tend to do this by looking at the reading log that I keep on Google Sheets for tropes that I may have managed to tag for each book. Now, my tagging system isn't always complete, so I might have missed a few books too. I try to make a list of books that fit that trope, and since I'm digging back into books that I've read months or years ago, I don't always remember the details of that book, and I need to look up the summaries again. So this actually takes me longer to put together than books that are fresh in my mind that I've recently read. But since they're so popular and useful for people who are looking for books about that trope, I do know that putting in the effort to make those videos will help my channel grow. On the flip side, some series reviews and informational type videos hardly get any attention. I made two informational type videos, one on getting free or cheap ebooks and one on finding time to read, and they did not get as many views as I expected. Like not at all. On the flip side, when I posted that same content as an Instagram carousel, I got so many views, so many likes, so many saves, which just goes to show that content performs differently on different social media platforms and different channels. And then the series reviews. Let's talk about that. In terms of book reviews or videos based on series, the way that I like to read them, the views on these vary wildly. The videos are at both the top and the bottom of the pile in terms of view count, and I don't really know why. So, some of the more timely series reviews get a lot of views, like, for example, here, the Fifth Avenue Rebel series by Joanna Shoup, the latest book in that series came out in January. And so I had published this video in January as well to kind of coincide with the release of the last book of the series. Now, this one got a lot of views. Similarly, the Last Chance Scoundrel series by Eva Lee was published. The last book in that series was published in April. So when I published my review video in April, that also got a lot of views. So maybe syncing up the timing so that the series review is relevant to a new release gets a lot of attention. On the other hand, things that are just older reviews or older series, like the London Underground series by Eva Lee, which was published a few years ago, got very little play. We have like 15 views, even after having been up for a few months. And then just like randomly, Lenora Bell's video got lots of views compared to the Bedouin series by Mary Bella. I really just can't predict. But since this is just how I read the books, I'll just keep making them anyway. And whatever sticks, sticks, and whatever doesn't, it's just all part of the archive. So, what were my business related goals when I started this channel? And I do consider myself to be a business. The whole Random Olive brand, it's not just for fun. I am trying to monetize this somehow, which goes against every piece of advice that is related to booktubing. But I've been a business before I've been a romance reader or booktuber. So it's hard to flip that sort of frame of mind. So, anyway, what were my goals? I did actually want to be able to use this channel as a source of income, either by directly making money from videos or driving sales on other channels like my Etsy shop. So, since I wanted to meet the qualifications for the YouTube Partner Program to monetize videos, here's how it actually looks as far as progress. I had no idea how long this would take, but it does feel like pretty slow progress for having done this for 6 months. In order to meet the criteria, a channel needs to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And so here's my progress bar. In 6 months, I've had 136 subscribers and 126 watch hours, which feels like at this rate, I don't know when I'll be able to monetize. And this is just from the Google AdSense that is tied to ads on the video. So let's not worry about that too much. The other monetization route that I planned for was affiliate commissions. So I put all sorts of links in the description box of my videos, and you can scroll down to see what those look like. I put Amazon affiliate links to all the books that I talk about. I link to Canva Pro and the microphone that I use, since that's how I make my videos. Overall, I think I can only directly tie like a few affiliate sales of ebooks to my channel, which adds up to maybe like 40 cents over the past 6 months. And I have not logged any conversions on Canva Pro or the Blue Yeti microphone that I'm using. In terms of other income streams, I have tried to set up links to coffee donations, my Etsy shop where I sell bookmarks, and a sign up page to my newsletter where I send twice a week to a list of people, reminding people, hey, I have this in the shop, or these are my latest book reviews, etc. As far as I can tell, I've generated no income from any of these links from YouTube. So, what's next then? I guess I just keep going. I'm reading the books I want anyway, so it's not really that much extra work to make a video about it. Even though it's easy to feel down on myself because the view count that I average on my channel is not super high or exciting, and I kind of feel like the least popular booktuber on the block, these videos do get seen by people, and I really truly believe that they're useful resources. So knowing that and knowing what's popular and what's less popular, I will prioritize different video styles, making sure that I'm reading new releases well enough in advance to make those videos and put together trope roundup videos because those tend to be popular as well. I will check back in with another video like this at the 1 year mark to see how things are going. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this behind the scenes video interesting. And if you've enjoyed the types of videos that I post on my channel, I hope that you'll share with a friend, leave a comment below. A little bit of encouragement goes a long way. And thanks again.